I'd like to talk to you about video games today. I was looking through what I've played the most on Steam, and it made me reflect on how different my tastes are from yours, and yours from the next guy, and so on and so forth. There's no denying that in this day and age, there really is a game for each and every one of us. I am but one of millions of players out there. And yet, I seem to have increasingly found myself at odds with the gaming industry from around about 2015 onward, as it seems to progress further and further away from the kind of games that I enjoyed playing in my 46 years on this earth. I know I cannot possibly be the only one feeling left out here lately. Now, the naysayers will accuse me of being some sort of agent of the culture wars, whatever that means. But just because some brainless dolt out there says it doesn't make it true. I remain true to myself long after most of you modern gamers have all sold your souls just to fit in, just to seem like you're hip and with the times, and just because you're willing to lap up whatever slop the AAA companies feel like serving you up. And yes, usually with humongous helpings of what the critical drinker would refer to as the message. Am I averse to playing as a female protagonist? Absolutely not. I'm the guy who literally made a song about female leads in video games and how awesome those games happen to be. I've enjoyed Metroid, played Leona almost exclusively in the late 2010s, back when I still played League of Legends. I main Athena in King of Fighters. I love The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, where you play as a cutesy little chibi version of Princess Zelda. I can name hundreds more female protagonists in games, but we'd be here all day. But all these bad faith arguing naysayers will have you believe that I'm some sort of insane misogynist that loses his mind if you quote-unquote force me to play as a woman in any capacity in a game. That I'm simply some sort of anti-woman lunatic simply for suggesting that, yes, the game industry does seem to have taken a sharp turn away from fun and mechanics in favor of...
Put a chick in it, make her gay! And I want it lame!
Seems to me like we get fewer and fewer choices these days. Like the only games we get to play anymore are dark, gritty American, quasi-realistic gun or hack-and-slash type games, or ridiculously hyper-colorful generic anime game number 420,228. I'm not insane. The 3-hour commercial that the Game Awards pretty much was confirms it. Let's go through the whole list, shall we? The Witcher 4, now with an ugly version of Ciri. Generic samey anime-looking game. Dark gritty berserker game. Dark gritty zombie game. Ooh, football game. Looks super generic, though. Can't see this one being any good. Dark gritty first-person shooter. Game starring 2 female leads. Strong The Message vibes. This one's generic, samey, anime, and Western action. Why not just combine all of them, right? Hyper-colorful shooter with Western sensibilities. Yet another first-person shooter, Go to Hell. Expansion for Palworld. Dave the Diver 2. Generic, samey-looking anime game. Yet another first-person shooter, Go to Hell. Yet another first-person shooter, Go to Hell. Game of Thrones, I'd be interested if HBO hadn't already flushed all my goodwill down the fucking toilet. Pac-Man? Only now it's dark and gritty. Why? Oh, look, another modern plague of gaming. The billionth Stardew Valley clone, only this time with a Lord of the Rings facelift. Generic samey anime... Oh, wait, it's actually Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, generic samey anime looking game. Turok, someone get me a barf bag, please. Oh, just what the doctor ordered. A remaster of Lesbian Zombie Festival 2. I wish I was a fan of Onimusha. Honestly, it's nice to see something different for a change. Blanderlands 4. Oh look, more first-person shooting. Sonic Racing, ho-hum. Dark gritty chicks with guns. Game number... God knows how many of these exist by now. Just what I was hoping for, a game about moving! How exciting! Well, at least this looks like it might be passably fun. Dark Grit. Actually, it's just dark. With guns. Literally the only thing that restored my faith in the industry. Ninja Gaiden going back to 2D pixel platforming, where it never should have left. Dark Gritty gun game. Oh, now it's in the Arctic. Okami 2. Welcome to gaming. Dark Gritty gun game. Dark Gritty gun game with clowns. Dark Gritty Mafia gun game. Hopefully fun, but it's giving off the message vibes. More shooting, only this time with mechs. Dark Gritty adventure game. Yakuza 100 years ago. Netflix game based on Squid Game. This cannot be possibly anything but terrible. And of course, last but not least, Crime Against Humanity. Gee, thanks, gaming industry. Thanks for going out of your way to make sure that fewer and fewer games are made for people like me, and letting me know about it. The insane part about all this is that if I complain that they aren't making any games for me anymore, and that I don't buy these games that clearly aren't made for me, there's always the idiots out there who are going to be like, how dare you not like and support these games that aren't made for you? Don't you see? They aren't made for you. But what, I'm supposed to support them anyway? So to close, I would like to refer you to two very different types of philosophies when it comes to game making. Here it is. Be honest. Search your heart and answer me true. Would you rather buy a game from this guy? The guy who doesn't make games to set up a brand or achieve a certain quarterly quota of sales. He just wants his players to enjoy the games he makes and the worlds that he creates for them. Look it up. Sven Vinke, his admonishment of the game industry at the awards 2024 was the only thing worth watching, aside from Statler and Waldorf ripping on Jeff Mountain Dew Dorito Hormel Keeley. Would you rather buy a game from this guy? Or would you rather buy a game from the guy who said, quote, "We don't use the word fun to describe our game"? Now, if you went with the latter, you are the problem. You are the virus that is destroying the industry. You don't enjoy games. You simply want to keep me from enjoying mine.